You've taken the red pill. So now, why the fuck are you taking any pills? Don't you know better? When somebody comes to you with 2 pills, just say no to both. How about that? Say no to both pills. Don't take no blue or no red, okay? And I don't know if this is like confusing for some of you. Some of you know exactly what I'm saying. This is extremely coded. I'm trying to be as straightforward as I possibly can with this message. But this message is important because it's time to wake up literally within your sovereign self. Stop waiting for someone to tell you what you need to be doing, how powerful you are. Fuck all the spiritual programs. I'm so serious. Like, I'm here to disrupt all that shit. Fuck all of the spiritual programs. There is no spiritual program. You are you. That's it. So, do your work in the astral. Meditate more and project yourself into a different space where you are in control. So that when you go to sleep and you go into that realm, that astral realm in your dream state, you're not just pulled in, based on your frequency of the day. You have a shitty day, you have a shitty dream, okay? You're actually consciously moving through these realms, and this is how you become more real in those realms. You start to not be a ghost anymore, and you actually become solid within the astral. And you're able to have more control. You're able to move faster while people are walking around in the astral sleep. So it's the same thing. Pay attention to the astral realm. That is where the real time is. It's time to go into the shadows. It's time to cloak your light because they're after the light. So the more you shine brightly with your light, the more they know exactly who you are, and they know that you don't know who you are. So that's the sweet spot. Oh, she's waking up. She has a bright light. Let me go and get her. Let me snatch her up and tell her how special she is. Because she's always going to be loyal to my program. Okay? So she's always going to think that this is her mission, to save humanity. To save humanity or to keep this program going with my energy? Which one? And this is basically all talking about the astral realm. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. So the astral war, all wars come from the astral. Everything comes from the astral. If you understand that everything happens etherically first, whether it be from the mental plane, emotional point of view, spiritual point of view, all of those unseen realms of thought, everything begins there. Everything that you can sense physically within this dense realm, the third dimension, everything within this third dimension is simply a result of the etherically planned. And I'll say that again. Everything that you experience physically, okay? Everything, your world, yourself, your situations, your circumstances, all of that is a result of etherical planning. So basically the astral plane is the literal blueprint of what we see as the world, which is basically a program. Okay, I'm not here to debate on whether, I'm not here to talk about AI, simulation, or anything like that. We are biological beings, okay? We have a biological setting, but there is a part of this biological setting that is indeed entrapped within a very small program, which is where you only experience about 4% of what there really is. So that's this little teeny tiny matrix of a program that we call the world, Earth, the 7 continents, as if there's nothing else surrounding that. But anyway, the astral realm controls this small portion of the program. So basically what happens is the astral realm is not just for floating around in your astral body, having experiences. That's cool and all. It's just like I said, the physical realm. You got a club on the physical realm, trust and believe there's a club in the astral. All right, you got a church in the physical realm, there's a church in the astral. There's a direct mirror of what is here that we experience that is in the astral. However, understand that it was built in the astral first. So again, I'm going to take it back to the astral. Astral comes before earth. Astral comes before this realm. The astral is really crowded. If you've traveled within the astral consciously, then you understand that it's a holding space for everybody and their mama, whether past or alive. Okay, so it's actually than what we see here on this planet. So it's a very vast space holding a lot of fragments of consciousness. So let's go back to the astral realm for a second. There's military in the astral realm. There is assassins that work within the astral realm. There are all kinds of agencies that have setups that are within the astral realm. Okay, so understand that they set up shop. Your governments, but not even your governments, because that's way too of a low side of the totem pole. The controllers or the collective that controls the governments, they set up shop within the astral because that's where it all begins. So when we talk about time doesn't exist here. Time exists in the astral. Okay? Astral is the creation of time. Time doesn't exist beyond the astral. Time doesn't exist in this realm. Time only exists in the astral. That is the cube. That's that Saturn energy. That's what's holding the astral in place. Okay, so time is a construct that exists within the astral. So when we talk about time, in real time, what we think is present, that is in the astral. Astral is always in present time because that's where time is. What we're experiencing here is not time. It's memory, or it's a residue or a result of astral time. Okay, so I feel what I've been intuitively feeling is that we're always a year behind the astral. 1 year behind the astral. Everything that happens in the astral, okay, when it's happening, we experience it physically in our reality a year later. So the reason why these agencies don't give a shit on what you got to say on YouTube or Facebook and your little collective and community, the reason why they don't give a shit is because you don't know that you are lagged. You are too late already. Okay? If you want to be strategic about anything within this realm, you got to place your consciousness within the astral and work from there. Become the magician in that area.